joining me on the desk. This is your Grand Finals rematch from MLG Anaheim. eLevate going up against OpTic Gaming, and we're following Scump off the break.
Yeah, and in that match, eLevate made that series pretty close because they were able to win that first Hardpoint. Some things you saw in the Ban and Protect, we can kind of cover it real quick. You know, you saw the Shiva go and the Kinetic Armor go. That's a huge win for the side of eLevate. You know, Karma and Krim have been great with the Shiva all weekend. And then it's a little bit of a change from OpTic Gaming. Usually they'll go heavy on banning concussions and flashes. This tournament, they've gone banning the lethals. They've got rid of the Sentex and the frag grenade, and then also they changed some of their specialists for this matchup. They were putting Psychosis on Scump and still running 3 abilities. This time they go with double weapons.
Great breakdown there from you, Matt. Something I do want to mention with the Shiva, I feel like this weekend we've seen more than any other where this OpTic Gaming squad has favored that lethal long-range assault rifle weapon. Either way, it's definitely impacting them on this first Hardpoint as eLevate are up 30-4, but finally OpTic Gaming break in due to the 2-piece of Formal.
Yeah, it's really affected Karma the most, I think, the Shiva. You know, he just has not looked comfortable with the M8 this weekend, which is quite odd. That's one of the things he's been seeing out of his gameplay that he's really excelled in lately. Is he's Scump flying in the Hardpoint, he's able to pick up 2. It's going to be eLevate funneling, and they're going to be able to get control. So though Scump picks up that 2-piece, OpTic gets nothing for it.
Nagafen, great start from him, 8-2 with Heat Wave. He's got 2 streaks, pops the Heat Wave, connects with 1. Karma's able to cut him down, but he's got Felony with the help. Every player on eLevate positive at the moment. And if you remember, back to MLG Anaheim 2 short months ago, in that grand final, eLevate snuck the Hardpoint out from underneath OpTic Gaming, which gave them that 1-0 series lead, which at least helped them get to that Game 5. Obviously, OpTic Gaming winning it in Game 5. We'll see how this one plays out as time goes on. OpTic Gaming will get the rest of the scrap time. eLevate have given it up for good reason, though. They want that early rotation towards the
And I do like this decision a lot from the side of eLevate. They're going to set up for this Grandma's Hardpoint, try and lock it down at the beginning and make up for this time. But you see the kill feed going in OpTic Gaming's favor right now. It's just going to be Nagafen inside and around that Grandma's Hardpoint. Needs to go big for eLevate.
Try to see where his first engagement comes in, and the whole time playing so patiently. Unfortunately, an awkward timing there doesn't go his way. Immediately, though, they call him the Hellstorm to see what they can get done. Nagafen picks Karma out of the back spawn, but either way, this is the frustrating part of Grandma's for some pro players, Matt, is you will still spawn Globe even if you push everyone out of the back of the map. There it is again. OpTic Gaming get 2 more players to spawn there. Scump can't find the kill. The help comes in. eLevate hold again, but the lead they once had has now diminished.
Yeah, and right there, Aqua just playing a little bit passive, and that's the only real option he has. You were talking about the other team, OpTic Gaming, spawning at Globe. If Aqua gets all the way across those back silos, he's able to spawn them out from that area, but needs to be cautious. Can't die doing it. The lightning comes in. They're able to break.
Normal trying to push down middle map. I do want to point out some slow starts. Krim 6, 5-11. Karma 6-11. If you remember, Krim had what, a 52 kill performance earlier this weekend in Hardpoint. Now quite far from that. You're going to need more from your world champion Call of Duty caliber players throughout their career. eLevate up 88-55. EMP does come in. Placento cut down. Nagafen, the player in the Hardpoint, he goes down as well. OpTic on rotation, get the first couple kills.
And although OpTic is, you know, within striking distance, you know, you kind of look at how this game's developed. It's not really been that close. I mean, eLevate's done a fantastic job here early. OpTic gets a lot of their time at the beginning of that Grandma Hardpoint. They take the last few seconds of that tracks, the auto area. Right now going into tracks. I mean, eLevate has really dominated this Hardpoint game this far.
And look who's still on the struggle. 5-14 now from Krim 6. He hasn't gotten a kill in his last 6 deaths. Finally, with the help of a team shot from Formal, they're able to put the pressure onto eLevate. Ooh, turns and burns on a Nagafen. Nearly changed it to Felony as well. If OpTic can get out of this first rotation that they played very lackluster in, down by only, what, 10 seconds, they've got to be feeling okay, saying, guys, we had a slow start, but we can get back into this. And precise shots from Formal. Oh, don't do it to Nagafen. I know he's got a sub, but either way, Formal continues to stay alive.
Yeah, Formal just does a fantastic job playing his life there. He's able to take Nagafen out and now trying to work back towards the center Hardpoint. Nah, it's going to be eLevate in there, controlling it early, but OpTic needs somebody to come to life besides Formal. I mean, Formal's only positive, too. You can't say he's playing like lights out, but still, he's been the only one for OpTic thus far that's really pulled his weight.
An unfortunate gunfight loss there for OpTic Gaming. Placento, he's had a monster weekend, too. He's had some brilliant matches. Not the best performance at MLG Anaheim.
No.
This time around, though, at Orlando, it's been an entirely different story.
Well, in this team, after stage 2, they were kind of like thinking about maybe let's make a change. You were looking at probably Felony and Placento, the 2 players they were going to switch out.
Yep.
You know, Felony has played pretty well this weekend, but I really think you've seen probably the best Vicento has played in Blackout 3 this far here in Orlando.
And Optic's actually going to pull out the sight for the rest of this time. He wants these streaks,
Okay.
and he's going to go ahead and get him, taking matters into his own hands. 3-piece nearly has the 9-kill streak. eLevate back up by 20, but the big thing to point out, look at the bottom right of your screen. Dart, Lightning, Hellstorm, Aqua with streaks. eLevate in control, looking to get their largest lead of the game.
It's like, I don't think anyone would ever recommend using a Scythe on that hard point, but to get those streaks, totally worth it. Now you see Formal's going to use his Scythe, trying to give his teammates some cover as they get in towards that auto area, and he's just not able to do it. See one streak coming down from Aqua, trying to break the hard points for eLevate. It's going to be Felony flying in, gets one. Nobody there to trade that out right away, though. It seems like they just completely forgot about Crim. Walked right by. Crim picks up a 2-piece, and now OpTic Gaming controls the hard point.
One thing I do want to mention, all 4 players in OpTic Gaming still negative in slaying. Typically where eLevate struggle is in their slaying department in hardpoint, especially against the likes of OpTic Gaming. But Merc did mention on this map that this looks a little bit shaky on the side of OpTic. Some nice shots by Karma. He's getting it done with every weapon. It's now him and Crim6 on a combined 8 streak. I mentioned earlier, as you needed more from those two, it looks like they're finally starting to get in their groove.
It's like, for as good as eLevate has played and for as poor as we think OpTic has played this far, they are still within striking distance. They're going to get control of Grandma here early as well, so they should be able to make up a lot of time here, Jack, potentially take the lead.
Darts out from either team. Scump's dip diving and dodging, and he plays the correct corner as well. It's been a slow game right now for the legend in Scump, but for this moment, he's in the hard point. He's leading his team in the objective. Lightning strike now called in, and eLevate putting a lot into this hill, but the one thing to point out, OpTic Gaming have now taken the lead up by 8 seconds, and there's no end in sight to their hold on this hill.
And you knew it was about to happen. I mean, OpTic Gaming always goes on these runs during these matches. You can't kind of keep them down forever. They're going to make a run. They're going to start to make a comeback. It's just whether you have a lead and can weather the storm, and eLevate did not have a lead large enough, and you see OpTic Gaming has taken the lead from them.
This is when OpTic find their groove. They're now on a combined 10 streak. Scump hungry for more. He's got Crim6 watching over him as well. Across the map, you've still got Crim pressuring towards that small L-wall area. Finally, it does look like he's perished, but the damage has been done. OpTic Gaming up by 35 seconds, and now Formal. This is where he went on a tear back in the first rotation. 1, not the second. Karma with Heat Wave. Going to pop it, connects with 1. 3 dead on eLevate. OG have pushed right through.
Now I was saying OpTic needed to break that and break it effectively because they could not afford to start spawning out in that back alley, because that is one way that eLevate could have taken a ton of time on this track. So if you're OpTic, you just either contest or you push all the way through, you get that good advantage.
Beautiful engagement from Scump. eLevate, everything they do right now is just being stopped. And the reason why is OpTic Gaming have found their foot in the ground in slaying. Karma now 30 and 22. Nearly gets another 2-piece at back rails. Scump popping camo. He's surging on out. OpTic are just putting on the pressure, and it just seems like eLevate can't get comfortable. Finally, though, Aqua tries to kill all 4, but it's just not going to happen.
And Aqua switches to an HVK there, trying to force some more close-range engagements inside that track's hardpoint. It gets really chaotic. Try and fight it at the end with an M8 with all that pressure going towards you. It's probably not the best weapon to have. You see Scump's going to win that engagement. Versus Aqua at the end of tracks. It's going to be eLevate in control of the center hardpoint, which they've done a very nice job controlling this far.
And this is where eLevate now need to kind of regain control, take things back into their side. I will say, Vicento really hasn't slowed down. The issue is that the hardpoint control for eLevate is just really no longer there. You've got Formal now on a 4th streak. The Arcade 5 cuts down Felony. He's going to play this hardpoint. 1 more kill for Hellstorm.
And Felony has the Tempest out as well, so that's a huge kill by Formal. Flying in at the hardpoint with the Arcade 5 takes out the opposing team's Tempest player. That's huge utility that eLevate's not going to have anymore.
Karma earns another heat wave in this game, now 34 and 27. Felony going to play for this pinch from inside bricks. They know they have to play more for this auto hardpoint over everything, but also giving up 13 seconds of scrap time when OpTic Gaming have this lead, Mr. X. Oh my, I mean, they almost can't even let that happen.
Yeah, I don't think they could have afforded to let that happen. And a few times we've seen now Karma picking up kills on rotation right there. He takes out Felony, gives his team a good opportunity to control his kill early. They just don't do it. He comes in, pops the heat wave, only connects with 1. You see Scump coming through bricks, trying to create an angle here for him to get 1 pick, and then his teammates are going to pinch.
Scump looking for the best way to push this, and oh God! The instant reaction time to just pick Aqua off that cover where only his head could be seen. Now locking down back alley. Through all this, though, eLevate have actually chained together some kills, and it's a solid retake from Auto as well as Bricks.
But still, I feel like they're just so far behind at this point. OpTic just needs to set up for Grandmas, and you know they're going to be able to lock it down. You trust their ARs to lock down the back alley. You know you're going to funnel eLevate towards that mid-street. It's going to be even worse.
Karma, he's just going to do everything he can to stay alive. 31-168, cuts down Vicento. Felony's there as well to at least trade out that kill. Now, Formal has earned another sight. Scump with the active camo, some tools ready to be used for OpTic Gaming. And I have heard a sight on the map. That is going to be Aqua, playing for back silos. OpTic 246 to 169. You need a perfect game from eLevate if they want to win this map.
Yeah, and I mean, eLevate has control of this ramp on Hardpoint early. It's going to be difficult, but you see Aqua with this big two-piece there with the scythe. There's one more player from OpTic Gaming trying to come through the back alley. That was Crim. He drops as well. It's going to be 2 kills in the feed for OpTic Gaming. This is their chance to break this, Jack.
You can see Nagafen just trying to hold whatever angle he can. Beautiful intuition, and no Crimsix is coming from behind. Formal challenging with the sight. Both players out of ammo. 246 to 196. eLevate still keeping themselves in this game. They've held off 3 consecutive OpTic Gaming pushes. Smoke's now coming into play. Every tactic now being brought out. They're just trying to get scrappy to get into this hill.
OpTic Gaming kills that player in the back silo. It's going to be all on Nagafen inside the hard point. He's going to have players flying at him any second here, Jack. He's got one below. He's going to fire a bunch of shots and miss them all on Karma. Karma gets one. Vicento flies in the hard point, contested for a second, but Scump flies in. OpTic Gaming takes map number 1, 250, 214 versus eLevate.
And Nagafen had the perfect angle in that final push, but he just whiffs his shot. Somehow is caught off guard by Karma, even though it's the one place he can go to. So Karma soars on in, closes the door alongside Scump. And all things considered, for everything we've seen, patience as we get into this map, I will say, OpTic Gaming, they looked solid in that first map, especially after they heated up.
Started off a little slow,
fight back.
then they started to pick things up, but you fully expect OpTic to do that consistently, and Formal's going to get one right off the rip with the snipe, so he's going to be going with the SVG on this one, playing very aggressive towards that B-bomb site.
And look, you know Formal, if this wasn't such an important match, he would have tried to hop up and go for that snipe instead. Now
he has no issue challenging this.
Yep.
We've seen him do this time and time again.
It's more important for him to play his life. Aqua narrowly misses that shot. Aqua still playing from inside the site. We'll be able to even out the numbers. Formal speaking, and Aqua with the 1 burst. Now 2 kills. Karma evens it back out. 2 versus 2. Felony on the flank catches Karma off guard. And it's now Crim all on his lonesome.
They have an idea of where Crim is. He's going to come around the corner. Vicento takes him out. But I'll tell you what, it's a good round for eLevate. They get first blooded. You know, Formal picks up that first snipe, and I think Aqua kind of played that perfectly from the standpoint that, like, in that choke, that small area, like, it's so difficult for Formal to snipe. Like, you got to play the percentages. Like, you're going to win that gunfight with an assault rifle most of the time. Like, if you pop out and he hits you, it's just a crazy shot. You kind of live with it in that scenario, but Aqua comes out right after killing Scump, takes Formal out as well.
Well, we heard a lot of talk about Nagafen in that pre-match warm-up, but we'll see exactly how he plays this with the thermal FMJ stock PO6. This is his favorite weapon to wind up equipping, and I'm sorry, I missed it again. Formal across the map gets the first blood snipe, so 2 rounds in a row. eLevate, they get caught off guard, they peek, and Formal punishes them for him, and now they're going to play from the back foot again.
Yeah, and OpTic stacks over by that A site. As soon as they realize that nothing besides that one player is coming, they're going to start rotating. It's going to be Karma with 1. Formal's going to pick up another. Nagafen takes him out. Now it's going to be a sniper versus Arcade 5 battle, but Formal not going to hit any shots. It's going to be Scump cleaning it up. OpTic Gaming gets a round on the board.
Yeah, it was Nagafen trying to hit the PO6 shot. Formal looking to answer back with the SVG of his own. But in the end, Scump goes, okay, guys, calm down here. This is Championship Sunday. We need to win this round. Slides on it with the VMP, and that'll even the round count back out at 1-1. I'll look at eLevate, just talking strategy as they go back into the defensive side of things.
And I love to jump on with Formal here at the beginning.
I won't let it happen
see if he's going to be running the SVG, see if he can pick one up early. I think eLevate obviously should probably not peek him, and he's playing a very interesting spot.
Felony.
Like all the way far in the back, and he's just trying to get some good sight lines, and usually maybe they'll EMP check the front, they won't connect on anything, and then they'll poke out a little bit more, so just trying to bait some of the players on eLevate out.
Scump was waiting for anybody to push through those dark steps. Unfortunately, tags up someone, but has to fall back himself, as it will remain a 4-on-4. Nice job by Felony to get out with his life. eLevate looking to take command of this round, though, as there's some activity near that B site.
If you're eLevate, I mean, you have a lot of players stacked over at A. You contemplate kind of just pushing straight through and pinching OpTic inside of this apartments area. You have Aqua down here. He's going to try and fend it off for himself, but OpTic Gaming does not seem to be fully committed to this B push yet. They're just kind of waiting out the clock, see if they can catch anyone off guard, and Formal probably sees an inch of Aqua and takes him out.
Gosh, my entire notifications on Twitter are going to be how I'm terrible. Snipe Scump challenges. It's 2 more kills for OpTic. Pacento 1-on-4. I just don't see how this one happens.
Yeah, I mean, he has no real great way to take this back. I mean, everybody from OpTic can watch all the angles to get in towards that B bomb site and run into Crim6 right in the corner. Crim's able to pick him up. OpTic wins yet another round, and it's the snipe from Formal that's really opening things up for OpTic Gaming.
Aqua was just not ready for it. He's looking bottom bar, saying, hey, if anybody comes out from those steps, I'll easily be able to handle it. But what Formal does is he just preempts with the sniper, trusts in his own ability to snap onto any player, and punishes Aqua for holding that awkward angle. OpTic Gaming with the round count lead now. Formal, he hit the first blood snipe in 3 of the 3 rounds we played. Let's see if he can keep that theme going as he pushes towards the A site.
And if you're eLevate, you probably just want to hit one of these pretty fast and just avoid the fact that he can kind of take over the game later in the rounds with the sniper rifle, where you're forced to come out of that cover and get in towards one of the sites. And see, Formal's going to back up all the way to the helipad area. He's going to be looking over towards apartments, and there's 2 players in there for eLevate. They have not committed to a bomb site. They're a little bit more spread out than OpTic was, but now it looks like they're rotating over towards this B bomb site, going to try and get the bomb down.
They have to focus on this objective. 55 seconds left. OpTic playing this one extremely passively on defense this time around. Karma's still waiting for any pressure towards his area. It doesn't look like anything's going to happen as of yet. As the bomb will go down in a 4-on-4, going to be OpTic to play for the retake. Let's see if they can get it done. As Formal still has a sniper ready to go, Karma's there with him as well.
So if you were eLevate trying to get a bomb down, this is the site you'd like to get it down at, because it makes Formal almost a non-factor trying to push in. It doesn't matter though. Crim is able to pick up a big 2-piece on the eLevate side of the map. It's just going to be Pacento inside of the B-bomb site. Uses glitch, ends up basically in the same spot that he was. They have absolutely no clue. It's going to be Pacento versus Crim here, and Pacento clutches yet again with glitch.
Pacento with the glitch has been the superstar of this weekend. Another 1 versus 3 thanks to the special stability. So I've used the glitch specialist many times.
Oh, here we go.
And, well, I first do give him full credit for the clutches he's made as he's been inspired by my gameplay. But 2, if you stay in the same spot for long enough, your guy will just glitch to the same spot. And that's exactly what happened
completely threw OpTic off guard.
Yeah.
He glitched, and I didn't even think Pacento was confused like where he was. He was like just standing there in the bottom bar, and you saw the players actually jump to the top of apartments, thinking he glitched up there, but he was still behind bar.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell is that?
That's my reaction, but you said it. No idea how he even begins to try to challenge those. Scuf, though, goes ahead and says, come on, this is my area of the map. B site has been claimed by OpTic Gaming. Nagafen collaterals onto Formal and Scump to even things back out. Thankfully, Karma there for the trade. And
that got scary for a second there. As you see Scump's face, he can't believe that he just got collateraled going down the hallway. But I tell you what, when these 2 players, Nagafen on the side of eLevate and Formal on the side of OpTic, are running the sniper, this heavy where they're not switching off of it round after round, you gotta just keep attacking that B bomb site. There's no reason to even contemplate going over towards A, because you're just gonna get picked with these.
And what we've seen from this weekend from Formal with the sniper is he's been great at acknowledging where to just pre-aim certain spots where teams like to fly up and push. And now that Nagafen's shown that outer wall run, I don't know if we can use it again against someone like Formal. As look at that lower wall run. Look who's trying to sneak on up. It's Karma getting so sneaky. He's used that lower area of the map to his advantage. Challenges the second. Gets him. 1 shot cleans up the kill. A 2-piece and the objective down. OpTic Gaming surge right on through, and now they've taken control of eLevate spawn.
Yeah, look at where the players on eLevate are. I mean, they're absolutely nowhere close to each other. Can't really help each other at all. So you're going to have Felony just kind of wait, try and gain some information here, and just play off of Aqua when Aqua can get close. But Aqua, I think, is kind of waiting on players to rotate back, and unfortunately for Aqua, they are not coming back. And Felony's just trying to wait, potentially see if he can make a play. Yeah.
40 seconds left. Still, eLevate, they realize we have to be the ones to plant this objective, and where it's down at could not be a tougher spot. Beautiful intuition, though, to check that side. Now a 2-on-2 as Scump is still waiting for any middle map pressure. It's going to be 2 one-on-one engagements between these players to see who will win this round. OpTic are now being pushed. Karma tagged up again. Felony trying to chase us down. Karma sneaking away. 15 seconds left.
eLevate's just running out of time, even if they get bombed.
And look at this again. He's just done it. He keeps doing it. Back under the lower wall run. Catches Aqua off guard. He's looking for Felony as well. The ace potentially for Karma. Felony's got a chase. He's dropping on down. Can Fellow see him in time? No! It does not happen. Karma using those wall runs, he's one of the best in the game at doing it.
I tell you what though, Felony could have made that interesting. He just delays with trying to push Karma up top. I think he thinks Karma's going to jump out and re-challenge him, but there's absolutely no reason for Karma to do that in that situation. Only 6 seconds left.
Yep.
If Felony would have jumped up to top AC, challenged him right away, may have been a different result. But OpTic Gaming with another round, see if they can pull out this offensive side.
And the Let's Go Karma chants have begun from this massive MLG Orlando crowd. We are following Formal again. He has swapped off, and this is a sign of a great player, knowing when it's time to put away the sniper for moments like this. They're pushing together. Felony tries to even it out. Krim has 3 this round. It's over. It's done. 14 seconds is all OpTic Gaming need, as they're now 1 round away from going up 2-0 in your winner's bracket final.
Yeah, once you see Formal take out the M8, you figure it's going to be a fast push, whether it was going to be towards the mid-map or over towards A, or even towards that B site. Whatever they were going to do, they were going to do it fast. And they hit that mid, they kind of catch eLevate off guard, they take out 2 players right away, and then the last 2 drop, just trying to rotate back, pick up some kills. So good round there out of OpTic Gaming, 1 round away from taking a 2-0 lead in this series. And Jack, if they go up 2-0, I think it spells disaster and a quick series for eLevate.
Look, Nagafen no longer with that sniper. OpTic again, playing for a B site retake, and now more than ever, I feel like that's possible due to what they have available to use. You've got Karma with the Heat Wave, Crim6 with active camo, probably the 2 best abilities you could have in this scenario for pushing back in the kitchen. This objective will be planted by Nagafen. Formal still electing to use this sniper, as now the action will begin to heat up towards this B side of the map.
1 player going on that outer wall run. You saw his outline with X-Ray. It's going to be Nagafen able to get 1, but we're still on board. Aqua comes from behind. He's able to get 1. Doesn't connect with any shots with the RK5 on a Scump, but Scump's quickly taken out by Naga. It's going to be all up to Formal with the snipe in hand, and just does not have a lot of time. Going to pull the RK5 out. Formal. Oh, some suspect shots there from Nagafen after about 30 bullets. He's finally able to connect with 4 and take out Formal, but that is like, if you're a teammate of Nagafen, like this is the kill,
where was that going?
And like this is the final kill cam you watch, like you like kind of look over, it's like, hey dude, nice job. Like I don't really feel too confident about doing that.
He was trying to shoot somebody on Fringe right there with some of
You see the way Pacento's looking at him, like, dude, you're right.
Yeah, you good, bro. eLevate still keeping this one though as a possible map win. They're back now on defense with 1 specialist good to go. They will earn 3 more in the coming rounds, and it looks like Nagafen will be the one to make the first move. He's 10 camos out, and it's gone. And Replays has been very vocal on the analyst desk of why he just does not like that play. And as I'm criticizing Nagafen for it, Crim6 does the same.
Well, you use it to get into an advantageous position. It's just, Nagafen picks to go mid with it, see if they're going to go over towards B, cut them off with camo. Does not work out. It's going to be Formal and Krim with kills for OpTic Gaming. They need to get Aqua out of this position. If they do that, looks like OpTic Gaming can put it away. Krim picks up a huge kill. All on Nagafen here, the 1v3 to try and keep eLevate alive.
He no longer has his specialist to work with either. It's looking grim. He's got a defuse as well. He's been spotted. Heatwave comes in. OpTic Gaming in cruise control on Championship Sunday as they take map number 2 and now are in full command of this series.
I tell you what, I think that was one eLevate they needed to win after losing the Hardpoint, the Search and Destroy. It's been a game mode they've been very good in Black Ops 3. It's definitely a map mode they needed to take, and with them dropping it, I kind of find it hard to believe they're going to come back, especially, Breach uplink. I don't know.
So I feel like sometimes I'd rather camo be banned, but we'll see.
All right, well, both teams have a man with camo. It is time to kick it off. Let's send it over to our casters for game number 3.
You got that right, Bucket. Game 3, active camo, always something to watch out for in uplink, and already 3 dead on OpTic Gaming and Scuf all by himself. Oh, can't actually get Felony, and this could be a score within the first 20 seconds.
You could legitimately not ask for a better start if you're eLevate. I mean, you get a 1-point play out of that. You get 4 dead at the beginning. Fantastic job slaying out that mid-map. Now, Pacento with drone in hand. Thought about running it towards Palace, but has teammate support over by Cages. Smart play to wrap it back.
And now remember, when eLevate was playing LG last night, they go up 13-0 at the half of uplink. Near flawless gameplay. Let's see if they can continue to do that same thing versus OpTic Gaming here. Formal will play from that bottom green spot, gonna back Vicento up for the moment. Felony charging him with that submachine gun eliminates that threat, and this has all the signs of another 1-point play at least.
Well, he's going to go high on the wall run. Could potentially try and force it for 2, and he's going to settle for the 1. May have been able to get it by Karma there. Karma seemed like he was going to, well, I don't know how he's gotten out with his life. I mean, Aqua falls directly below him. Vicento going on the lower wall run. Now he's shooting Krim, not able to take him out. This is a crazy sequence of events. Now has the drone in his hand. Trying to get into bottom broken, not able to make a play. That would have been a wild play by Vicento.
Yeah. Somehow stayed alive for over 30 seconds in that OpTic Gaming base. OpTic, though, they do find their ground, and now they'll go ahead and push towards this porta potty area of the map. 2 kills in their favor. They just have to watch out for Nagafen and Vicento. Nagafen's been spotted, but OpTic actually hesitate for a second. Thankfully, Scump is a lead blocker. He gets the job done. 2-2. OpTic Gaming tied things up. A well-coordinated push there by OG.
Oh, it was a very nice push by OpTic Gaming on the side of eLevate. Now you're spawning over by Palace. You need to get control of your own base or mid-map. That's the 2 plays you can make, and
they
teammates colliding, falling off the middle of the map is not one way to do that. And you see Formal now with the drone in hand. It's 1 player for eLevate on the chase. That's going to be Aqua. He's able to pick up the kill, but the drone stays on the map. That's huge for OpTic Gaming if they're going to try and get points here. Scump goes in, Karma goes in for 1. He's able to connect with it. And it's going to be OG taking the lead. And if you're eLevate, Jack, this is the side where you can put up a lot of points on. We call it the more preferred side of the 2 on this map. To go down to the second half against a team like OG, when they start attacking towards Broken, it's going to get ugly.
Most certainly will. 2:40 left in this first half. OpTic Gaming still fighting for any bit of position they can get towards middle. I will say, for the majority of this game so far, that has been commanded by eLevate. Granted, they are down by 1. Misfortune earlier when they had 2 teammates collide and fall off. Now that they're going to bring it low side, they'll try to settle for a 1-point toss, but it actually doesn't get off in time. Vicento left off by himself. Oh no, oh gosh, nearly chains 2. Crim6 tries to get the turn on, won't happen there. As OpTic Gaming stop the push again, and they're just going to leave the drone in their spawn.
Yeah, Scump kills all 4 of the eLevate players in that push, and teammates decide to push out. They leave the drone in the back of their base. They're going to let it reset in the middle of the map and then play from there.
Exactly what Crim6 will do. Low wall run versus low wall run. Fellow gets the better of him on that one. 3-2, still the score line. What do you even begin to do now if you're eLevate? You're trying these low wall runs. Again, here's another one for Vicento. That time he only gets 1, so they're giving up some map positioning and some team shot ability to go for these crafty low wall runs. And each time they maybe get 1 and then immediately get traded out. OpTic, they say, you know what, we just need our gun skill. They force it top middle. Kinetic armor pop now as well. Scump leading the charge.
Well, it's kind of funny. I think that's probably the biggest difference is that eLevate at the beginning of this, they went out, they challenged the gunfights, they win them, and they kept pushing through, and they felt confident about their play. Now, I mean, you can just see they're getting gunned, just trying to get control of mid-map in any way, trying to use them. Unorthodox wall runs, you see they're just like running straight for the drone and then just trying to run away with it. Like, that's not going to work. They're going to have to fight OpTic Gaming.
It was mentioned how Scump's having a little bit more of a quiet event this weekend. Currently, though, 16-6. Near triple positive. Main reason why OpTic Gaming has this lead. The 1 is thrown on in, everything going right for the green wall these last 2 minutes. And whoa, okay, Karma was definitely weak there.
Yeah, and at eLevate, they need to control mid-map. They need to make, you know, 1 good push. They get a good push over towards that glass side of the map, Jack. They spawn OpTic Gaming out towards that bottom by Palace. They're able to get some points on the board, but you see right now,
reverse that.
But it's a little bit of a sign of desperation, right? When you know you can't get control and you try and wrap it all the way over towards Palace, and I mean, if things couldn't get worse for eLevate, it's going to be Karma with an interception, and hey, they might get fortunate here. They're going to pick up the kills and get a 2-point play out of it. So it works out pretty good for eLevate there, as we thought, you know, going for that 1, probably not the best decision there. You know, they needed the 2 points, and they end up getting it there. And they make it another 2 out of this. You see Felony with the drone going down glass. They have Vicento set up in the back of AC. They're going to do this, Jack.
2 dunks in 40 seconds from eLevate. They stop the bleeding and put on the pressure. Karma cut down. That will stop any opportunity for a score. So all things considered, that's really a best case scenario if you're eLevate at the end of that half.
Without a doubt. It looked kind of desperate when they were bringing the drone down towards Palace. They were in that mode like, hey, we just need to get any points on the board to close the gap between these 2 teams. And they throw it in. Karma intercepts it. They pick up the kills. They get a dunk out of that. They get another dunk on the relay because Vicento's set up behind the AC unit. It's probably as good of an end to a half as you could have had for eLevate. So I know it's tied going into the second half. And looking at it though, Jack, OpTic on the more preferred side now. You expect them to really take control.
Yeah, I'm going to watch Karma. He's 6-12, but He's had a couple of the scores for OpTic Gaming, a dunk and a throw, half the team's points. Heatwave now ready. Crimsix with 2, Formal with 1 with the Scythe. They're putting everything into this push. Felony though with kinetic armor through the Heatwave, gets the beat down and finds 2 more. Whew, saves multiple points from going in for OpTic right there.
And that's huge. I mean, OpTic uses Heatwave out of that. They use a Scythe, and they don't get any points, and it's really just because Felony popping that kinetic armor, making a huge play mid-map.
But look, Crimsix is all the way pushed into eLevate spawn. That'll at least give Karma this lower palisade to throw the drone. Puts OpTic Gaming back up 7-6. But in middle map, there's no pressure right now for OG.
Yeah, Nagafen controls OpTic Gaming's AC, and they have control of drones. So eLevate should be able to get some points out of it. They try passing it forward to Nagafen, and it almost gets him killed there. That would have been huge for OpTic Gaming if they were able to take Nagafen out of this position. He's going to bring it into bottom lab. He's going to try and go all the way across, potentially hit this wall run for a 1-point play. He's going to use the camo to do it. Oh, he's going to force this one in for 2. OpTic tries the body block. They don't get it. Nagafen with a big play.
And remember, that's an example of where Heatwave could save that push from going in. You Heatwave the active camo player, stops him in his tracks. By the time it's done, you can immediately clean up that kill. Because it's not available and because it was used off the first push of the round, that dunk is possible for Nagafen, putting his team back up by 1. OpTic just fighting for every little bit of positioning near top middle, and they just keep trading back and forth. The kill feed has been lit up in every color in this side.
And they have not gotten any map control as well, and now they're trying to force the drone towards Palace. You see on the minimap, though, they have to change courses. They're going to go towards that top side of the minimap. It's going to be Scump trying to bring the drone.
They juked everybody on eLevate.
Oh, and this is a fantastic play. So what happened was the guys on OpTic, they go towards that top glass area, and when they see 2 players up there, they see the drone coming across on the minimap, they assume that the drone is just going to follow those 2 players up. Scump goes straight into bottom broken. eLevate had no idea that that was going to happen. Fantastic play by OpTic.
And Crimson uses camo to actually just run right past the drone carrier. So he's going to have this drone, and that'll be a dunk for eLevate.
Doesn't make much sense.
I have no idea what that play was right there. You could see how it was developing, but I think eLevate just picked up the pace quicker than Crimson was expecting.
This is an ugly second half of uplink. I mean,
yeah.
The team's just kind of playing chaotic right now. I mean, nobody trying to get map control, nobody trying to lock down either side, trying to put together 1, 2, 3 scores, trying to rally the drone. Just seems a little bit of chaos going on now. Aqua's going to toss the drone back towards his own spawn. I believe it doesn't actually make it over the wall, so he's just going to get that 15-second reset.
Which should help eLevate in this scenario, unless OpTic can somehow spawn kill them off that back broken area. I don't think that's exactly what's going to happen. Kinetic armor still not Scump. Now it doesn't look like he can get the green light for it. Immediately taken out, but at least he's still got his positioning on the map. Aqua shuts him down, so that kinetic armor really does nothing again for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, but look at where Formal is. The drone, he's going to be at least getting a 1-point throw off here. Nobody goes to cut him off. He's got Karma there for support. Karma's able to get 1, and OpTic Gaming ties the game. If you're eLevate, you can't let little things like that happen. It's like the Scump 2-point play in that one, you can't let happen.
This is the best setup that OpTic Gaming have had so far this half.
Without a doubt.
They get 2 dead. They have a player top green. They still can't force the score, though. Vicendo's got out with the drone. He goes to pass it, and did his teammate just drop? I don't even know what just happened right there. Either way, he's gotten it out. No score for OpTic. I don't know how that's even possible.
Well, if OpTic would have brought that one to glass instead of trying to wrap through bottom broken, they probably would have gotten at least a 1-point play there. They had a player set up, would have been able to get the 1-point throw off. You see Vicento's going to hop his teammate. Don't know if it even connected with anybody.
Karma.
Big play by Karma. I feel like time and time again, Jack, we talk about Karma making big plays in uplink.
The second time this game that he's gotten the interception. 10-10 with 1 minute left. Remember, if eLevate loses this map, they're not out of the tournament. They just drop to the losers bracket. OpTic Gaming, if they win this, they move into the grand finals, awaiting who from the remaining top 4 will face them. 50 seconds remaining. OpTic looking for the perfect scenario. 3 dead on eLevate. It's looking like this scenario is beginning to surface. They've got Heatwave. Felony now dead. Karma. No Heatwave as of yet. This will be a dunk at eLevate if overextended.
Okay, so the only thing I would have done differently if I was OpTic is I would have waited.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody back by mid-map, so eLevate should be able to get drone control. You see, it's going to be in the hands of Nagafen, and he's going to be able to go right into the bottom lab. This is going to be a dunk. OpTic needed to have at least a player set up in mid-map, or needed to wait before they put in that 2-point play.
Camo now earned as well. If they could just grab this drone and possibly throw it towards top AC, this could spell disaster for OpTic Gaming. The pass goes off. Nagafen with the camo. 15 seconds left to throw. Intercepted. It's intercepted by Formal. OpTic keep it tied. But wait, it's not done yet. Aqua's there with the drone. Can he pass it in time? It does appear so, but oh, the green wall. Hold on to see overtime.
Yeah.
3 interceptions in that game.
You could see it develop, though. I mean, when you saw Karma going in for the 2-point play, I mean, at least in my eyes, the first thing I look at is that mini-map when he's flying in. It's like, okay, who is there mid-map? Who's watching the overextension? They had nobody watching the overextension through Palace, nobody in mid-map. Everybody from OpTic pushed up into the eLevate base. Nagafen just picks the drone up and just runs uncontested into lab, puts in a 2-point play to tie it up.
We're in overtime now, folks. eLevate not done yet in this series. A clutch play from Formal, though, made this possible. More specialists ready to go for eLevate. They'll charge right forward. Kinetic use immediately. They not only want to beat OpTic, but they want to score this in the first 30 seconds. It's a team kill, though, from Felony on a Vicento. Tempest now out. Formal shuts that down. Nagafen moving up middle map. Karma there with the heat wave. He'll be the wall that OpTic Gaming need. And now OG will try to flip the script and go for a counterplay.
And the side of eLevate invested a decent amount into that. Obviously, when you use the Tempest and Kinetic, you kind of figure out, especially after you get 2 dead at the beginning, you need to turn into points. And now it's going to be OpTic investing a lot into this push, going to bring the Scythe out.
Formal still trying to be this lead blocker. You can see the presence that eLevate have in their spawn. Aqua goes ahead and cuts down Formal. Drone still just waiting inside this Cage's area. What do you even do in this scenario, man?
I was going to say, if he brings it out the backside, he can go for the one. Yeah, so that's a smart play by Karma. I think he was going to wait for, like, if his teammates would have picked up, like, 1 or 2 kills on the front side of Cages, he would have actually tried to push that one in for 2. But once they drop, he just hits that wall run on the side of the back wall of Cages and just goes up high on it, sinks the 1-point throw. Smart play there by Karma.
Another clutch moment from OpTic Gaming's Karma. He's done it so often in Uplink this weekend, and now OpTic are 56 seconds away from 3-0ing eLevate. eLevate will not have a single specialist ability. Vicento maybe can earn that heat wave, but he's gonna have a monster spray.
Yeah, and Scump could potentially get Kinetic for OpTic. I mean, picks up a kill or 2, he would earn that one. So, you're gonna see Formal here, top AC. Just going to put down some shots, lock down this mid-map. It's going to be very difficult for eLevate to get control. You see they're going to play a little bit slower. They're going to have one player go on the flank. That's going to be Vicento. He's able to get 2. Now they need to go. They need to fly at the players on OpTic. This is where they can take advantage.
They've got heat wave. Trim gets 2. Not sure if it's enough, though. Aqua with the drone. 20 seconds left. Vicento leading the charge. Heat wave gets popped. Scump now dead. He's going to go ahead, set up the one. Intercepted again!
Karma again with a huge play in Uplink.
No,
Saves
reset
the
it,
game
it's done.
for OpTic Gaming. They
It's
reset
done.
it. It is over. OpTic Gaming, a 3-0 win versus eLevate.
Bow down to Karma. He does it time and time again. There's nothing else you could say. Those types of plays don't show up on the stat line. People were champed in his lane last night when they won their semifinals match in the winner's bracket. They're doing it again here. OpTic Gaming guaranteed a top
Time and time again in the respawn game modes, especially, 3 and 4, your uplinks and CTF, Karma is the player who makes plays for this team, bails them out of really tough situations, and you saw it many times there during uplink.
He had 15 kills, which was half of his teammates, but he had, what,